Okay. Well, this one.
You're live, Mike.
Okie dokie.
I'll leave you till Honey Bunny gets back. What do you mean? She didn't say nothing. I haven't talked to her yet. I just got her email this morning. We'll see. Did you look through home? She was having trouble with her email too. But I messaged her earlier. I see her tomorrow morning, so I can ask her tomorrow morning too.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Phone Show. Nice to see you all. Hopefully, you guys, in April, I will be in a new location, in a new office. And so I'm working on it really hard, and I'll keep everybody apprised as to what's going on. Okay, anyway, agua. I need some agua. It's funny how some words transition between every language. Okay. Where's my 6-inch? Ah, there it is. Found it, Coach. Okay, now I'm looking at the front end of a Cybertruck on my laptop right now. And so anyway, this is kind of what it does. Very, very strange the way these are built, but there is a couple of different ways to do this. Now, this is not what I want to use for the sides. I want to use these right here. But I want to get this angled correctly. And one of the ways to do that is to cut what you need and put it together. And so this here. Hey, anybody out there in phone land, would you send a message right now? Type something to me so we can see if this is working. Because right now it doesn't seem to be working. GJ. Okay, it's working. All right. Now, I need... Okay, there's something... Let's see, where am I at here? Oh, there it is. Okay, got it, Coach. Anyway, these paper bags from the grocery store, they work for keeping your hands clean. They work for making all kinds of cool parts. But anyway... what I have got here is I don't have any grocery bag to wipe my fingers off on. And so I need to make some. And right now the best way to do that is to just go around this thing like this. Okay. And I should have done this before the show started, but I am normally on Monday I'm behind. Well, this is it. Oh, that's fantastic, CJ. GJ. GJ. Doggone it. Sorry, GJ. There, a couple more things to wipe my fingers off on. Alrighty. So now we do this right here. Alrighty. And this goes right on there just like that. All right, now see what happens here is I am creating a joint between the pieces of paper that I cut. Now basically what this is this is a prototype part. And what it will become is this will tip over. I can fold it over and it will create what I want it to do, which is the Cybertruck comes up like this and then it goes up like that to the windows and the cab. Otherwise, it looks just like this. But I have to let this thing dry. I should probably put it in front of my heater. Oh, that's a good idea. Get it warm and let it dry out. And so anyway, that's what I got to do.
Wait a minute.
All right, so what happens is this then becomes that. And now this piece is going to go on here.
DJ is actually doing the internal of the truck cap and gonna put the outside on.
Yes, that's a very good idea.
Sammy,
All right, now
hold on. Don't do that one yet.
I believe this is going to be what I need it to be. Does not need to turn much. Okay, you don't have to get it to tip in very far. You're working with micro builds here. Something I'm going to do in a little bit too is show you how to make tires and wheels. Now, if you have a membership, you can just go on and look at the tutorial on that. It's a lot better than what you're going to be able to catch here.
How is this?
Now, left and right. Okay, that is going to set there just like that. Okay, now that I know this prototype actually is going to work, now I have to do it with this heavier stuff.
Wolf, how's it, Grandpa?
Howdy, Wolf. How you doing? Nice to see you, grandkid. I hope you had a good weekend, everybody. My weekend was
From Algeria.
exceedingly busy. Algeria's in? Wow. Welcome to the phone show, Algeria. Nice to see you. Okay. Now, something I have here. This is stronger than a grocery bag. Grocery bag's pretty thin stuff. This is an Amazon mailer. This is what I want to use as the hinge mechanism for this top of this Cybertruck.
Much love from New Zealand.
Ah, New Zealand's in. Welcome to the show, New Zealand. Nice to see you. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Phone Show. Nice of all y'all to show up, and thank you for following me and for hyping my videos, because I have a couple you can actually hype, which is really good.
Normally go. We give it 130.
Now, I'm making these 1/4 inch is all I think I need.
Big love from America.
America's in. Welcome. I happen to know America fairly well. I'm in Washington State in America. But I don't. Countries are great. You know, I love countries, and it's a nationality thing, and it's all that's very good. But I tell you what, countries are not doing a very good job of keeping us out of danger. And that is sad that's going on. It is. But there's not a whole lot we can do about it. You know, we're just regular old human beings, and we have to deal with our governments the way they are. It stinks, let me tell you. I am trying to use up all this glue out of this bottle so that I can put fresh stuff in it. And because I've got, this used to be a white glue bottle. It had white Elmers in it. Well, there's a little tiny bit of white Elmers still in there. And so I'm trying to use it all up.
You going to sleep? Well, what do we have to tell you then? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh.
You guys got Ruby?
Yeah, well, no, not today. Her mom's here. She's going to go get her in a little bit.
Ah.
Ruby's mama's in the show today.
Oh. Okay.
Ruby's our little mascot. She comes in and says hi to everybody.
Yep, she definitely does. Nice to see Ruby when she comes by. What I am doing right here, sorry about reading that, Eddie, is I am using up some of this old glue that I got in this bottle, and some of it is the white glue. Howdy, Bishop. Nice to see you. I am building a Cybertruck. Now, this Cybertruck is for members. If you got a membership and you have a chance to win one of 5 Cybertrucks that I am building. Now this is the prototype Cybertruck. All right, I don't get rid of the prototypes, I keep them because they're not as good as the finished products are, because I learn things as I'm building, and I incorporate it into each build as I go. The number 1 has all the prototype parts on it. Those prototype parts don't necessarily work as good as the later versions do. And so anyway, that's what this is. If you have a membership, you get a chance to win one of these Cybertrucks.
Love from the United American Emirates.
Ah, United American Emirates. Welcome to the Phone Show. Nice to see you.
Alex in.
Hi, Alex. Welcome. Now you can see what I've done here. Now what this is actually going to do, where's my early prototype? What thing? Oh, there it is. All right. this is what I'm doing right now. I'm building this part. All right, what this is by putting this piece on the back, which is here, this will allow me to tip this into the part of the truck that's the actual cab itself, and the doors will go in this. Matter of fact, that's something I think I have to do right now. I got to let this dry first, and I got to do the other side. So, and what happens is these pieces go on here like this.
I love your line.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll take over for you there now.
Hi, Rose. Nice to see ya.
You don't just jump in the ring with Ali because you think you can box.
Well, you can do that, Eddie. You're just going to get yourself knocked out.
Thank you, Rose.
Alright.
And so what you have done is you've created a way to bend this ever so slightly, because that's all you have to do, just slightly bend it to get this all to fit together like this. All right, so something I really need to do, I think, is I need to cut the doors into this.
How long have you been doing this hobby?
I started this hobby in January of 2010. I'm now 17 years I've been building with just paper. This is my first piece, patch. It's a YT 1300. I built it from memory for a game I was playing, tabletop. And it's been dropped for 17 years. It's very durable. You can build structurally correct with paper. If you build structurally correct with paper, it lasts really, really well. Kind of like this one right here.
Are the top?
Say what, Rose?
Are the tires? Are the tires paper too?
Yes, the tires are paper too. So are the rims. All right, this is construction paper. Matter of fact, I got some right here. Okay, you take your axle. Now, that's probably a good thing to show right now. Okay, these are the axles for the number 2. These are the axles for number 3. Now, I'll show you how this works. It takes 3 of these little bitty strips of paper right here. This is junk mail. Junk mail. It's cheap. You get it for free. Now, I will show you how this works. So, what you do is you, where is it? It's behind here? Ah, yeah, there it is. Okie dokie.
Mike, you might want to check. You're going to want to look at this message. Alec made you a play button.
Alec made me a play button. What, is it coming on the phone?
Yes.
I mean, that's some weird shit. No, he doesn't want to be your dad.
Oh,
Where are the photos going?
Danny, the she just donated.
and that's Downey. Thank you, Downey. That's awesome news, you guys. Thank you very much for your support. And that's a lot of Downey's money, you guys. Thank him very much for that.
Why does this not work?
I don't know, Eddie. I don't have any idea. That stuff is beyond me. All right, see, this is what I'm doing right now. You have to wind this up extremely tight. All right, you can't have, it can't be loose. If it's loose, it won't work. Your wheels will fall off.
There it is, Mike.
All right.
Yeah, it's cool, Colleen. Just come to the show. You'll learn how to do it. Stop with the weird friggin' questions, please.
That's a fantastic play button. Fred and Barney. Oh yeah, I love them too. Been around the Flintstones for a long time. Well, I have to answer this, Eddie. You were not one of the first live streamers that came to my show because, number one, I've never done a truck. This is my first. So you're either lying or you really are just trying to be here for no reason other than the show. And so I don't know what to tell you on that because I have never built a truck before.
Taz River Artisans is in the show.
Who is?
Taz River Artisans, Mike. Taz River Artisans. He's a member.
Who is?
Taz River Artisans.
Is his first name Mike?
River Artisans.
Hi, Taz. Welcome to the show. Hi, guys. I'm trying to stay focused here. Sorry. Anyway, as you can see, this is what the rim is going to look like. Then all I have to do is paint it up whatever color I want for the rim. Now, as you can see, my finger and my thumb, what I am doing here is I am keeping the paper lined up flush on this side. Then you can stick it down on your desk and you can get it to look just like this. Now, it takes 3 layers of this to make one rim. That's why I brought these 3 pieces of paper out. So that means just to make the rims on one axle takes 6 strips of paper. And you can make, it depends on what size tire and wheel you want to make. All right, if you want to make a big truck or something like that, well, you have to use wider paper. This is just less than 1/4 of an inch.
Love the papercraft artwork you create. Just beautiful.
Thank you very much. I worked very hard at doing a spectacular job with this stuff. I want it to be the best in the world. Now, do I hope that my fans and that my students do better than me? Absolutely, I do. But there are tricks to paper. And if you're willing to learn how to manipulate the paper to make it do what you want it to do, those tricks become simple, second nature. And believe me, everybody, I have got some amazing students worldwide that are building some very cool stuff.
Bishop Metal said I'm partial to gaslighting and being passive aggressive to manipulate the paper.
Well, good luck with that. I hope that the paper listens to you. I really do.
Do you incorporate techniques from origami in constructing the pieces you make?
No origami, zero. Almost done. I have one more layer of junk mail to put on this. Now, I noticed this. See, this edge did not glue down. So that's one of those kind of things that you have to take care of right away. You can't just hide this, because it will create a bad spot in your paper.
I have a javelina smuggler.
What?
It's responding to something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a good way to get rid of junk mail. What, Rose?
Alex said he can't wait to see your silver play button displayed. You really earned it.
Yes, I did. That silver play button. And that one, whatever, that silver play button that somebody sent to Eddie, that Eddie sent to me with Fred, Barney, and Pebbles standing in front of it. I was there.
That was Alec.
That was Alec that said that. Thank you, Alex.
Mike, can you show the Stardust run, please?
Yes, I can. Let me put this on there first. I'll show you that very soon. Right now, I'm trying to get this glue put on here.
Somebody's wondering, have you or will you do mega projects like a big gun or mini car?
Like a big what?
Gun or mini car.
I don't know what kind of big project you're talking about. I'm getting ready to do the Titanic, and that's actually a big project, you guys. You don't understand. I'll show you something right here. All right, this is my Hammerhead Corvette. This took 6 months to build this. All right, 6 months. Because I'm very meticulous with my building skills, building something bigger is going to be tough. I'm going to start the Titanic very soon. All right.
Can you show the Stardust run?
Yes. All right, everybody, here's it is. Now, this is not a Lego. Okay? Not. Absolutely not a Lego. 11,390 pieces of paper, is 32 inches long, weighs 3.5 pounds. This build was insane hard. 536 hours build time. It took more than 6 months to do this. It does have an Easter egg hiding on it. Star Wars fans find it pretty quick. None of these pieces are the same. I built modular units just like you would build this in space, and plugged them in and glued them together. This has Elmer's glue, 2 bottles of Elmer's glue. The paper was free. That means it back then when I built this, it was $2. I built this whole Star Destroyer for $2. I used Nike shoe boxes for all of the walls and rafters and things like that inside it. I used cracker boxes basically for the armor and the detail work. And so, anyway, that's what's going on with that. And why in the world this was stuck to it, I don't know. But I'll show you something else right now. Yeah, you see this. This is 5 layers of paper. That means I sandwich these things and it stays in this wood stocks for 6 days. Tuesday, which is tomorrow, I put the tail end of this keel together. This is the Titanic. 5 layers of chipboard glued together this way makes this super rigid. It will make a very good keel. Now, I have a model kit. This is the model kit, part of it, of the Titanic. So, do I know how long the keel is going to be? I do. This is going to be an exact match to the keel of the Titanic. So, I have a perfect thing to build the Titanic from paper using this plastic as a reference material. Now, I was very lucky. I got that Titanic model kit at the toy show for $35. Super fortunate to have found it. That was November 15th of last year. Now, the funny thing was, the voting was not finished on the 4 things that we were offering up to build as a fan build. 4. The Titanic won 2 months later. But when I saw the Titanic at the toy show, in my head, the first thing that went in my head was, you're going to have to build the Titanic. Because it wouldn't be here for you to get unless you were going to build it. And that's kind of how I think of things and how they work for me. So anyway, November 15th of last year, I knew I was going to have to build the Titanic. And sure enough, I got to build the Titanic. Okay, back to this. There is that. These dental tools come in handy, you guys. They really do. I've been working with dental tools now for 6 years. Did not know they were worth a darn until a friend of my sister's, Jackie, she asked me if I could use dental tools, and I said, I don't know. I have no idea. What's a dental tool going to do? Well, as it turns out, dental tools are very good. You can get these things online. Wally World, I don't think carries them, but Harbor Freight does. I've seen them there. And Amazon. Now, something to do. You see me use this Dremel a lot. This is a 400 grit sanding block on this. Now, once you get this on here, you have to go ahead and sand this down because you want your rims to look good. All right, now they don't look good if they have a whole bunch of divots in them, high and low spots. What? Oh, it's not dry enough yet. Okay, well, that's the way it goes. Yep, can't do it. Gotta let it dry. Okay, once this dries enough, and I'll put it back here behind on the fan, then you sand this down flat. Now these did not do well. All right, I forgot. Yep.
That lady says that she's looking at your store site and there isn't anything made of paper stuff to buy. Show her the swizzle sticks.
Well, yeah, she's kind of right. These are, I've got these over there, but she's correct, Eddie. These here are partially paper, partially sticks. And I'm in the process of being evicted from where I was. It's a long story, you guys, and I'm sorry that that's happening. But until I get my new office finished and get moved into it, which is going to be the back of a fifth wheel trailer, I haven't got the time. And well, we maybe need to do this no matter what, Eddie. Maybe I should start sending some videos over, and we need to post them on that site. What do you think?
On what site?
Paperarmy.net, our sales site.
Yeah, I'll talk about that for sure.
Okay.
Do you have anything else for sale? She's looking for something you made to buy.
I don't know, Eddie. I'm having enough trouble just trying to make it through every day right now. And Colleen, I don't know, Colleen. What kind of money were you looking to spend? That would help a tremendous amount. Because if you're looking for something for like $10 or $20, there's very little. But Colleen, if there's something particular you would like, I do custom orders. And those custom orders can be anything you would like that I will agree to build for you. But you have to come up with something that we can talk about. All right, Colleen, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I don't know. It's just right now, it's just everything is a mess. And it's unfortunate that this happened, but it did. And it's for the best. I just haven't quite figured out what part of best is going to be there yet. But the new fifth wheel that I'm looking at, it's not new. All right, it's a used one. But it has an 8-foot by 8-foot by 10-foot toy hauler in the back. And I can turn that into my office. But I have to build shelves in it. I have to get the wood completely dry. It's all part of the process that I'm going through right now. And it's a very difficult process. Well, this isn't dry enough, but it might work. Oh. If you would like, Colleen, that's good, because my minimum price for a custom build for something like this is $500. If you would send me an email, we can discuss what it is you would possibly different things you would like that I would be willing to build. And I will build it on the show right here in front of everybody. There is a rim that is now complete. Junk mail. I got more junk mail. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Comes right out of the garbage. Yeah, okay. Junk mail.
Something you also might like to mention to Colleen if she's wanting to purchase something is that you expect half upfront in order to start the build.
Oh, yeah. That's true enough.
And also she is willing to end up having to pay for the shipping as well. So
And tax, Colleen. I'm sorry about that, but yes, that has to be done. Now, all of these are 11 inches long, 3 of them. So when you're talking about that, this rim actually is 33 inches of paper wrapped around itself to make a rim. And believe me, they look good when they're done. This is black construction paper on top of junk mail. And it makes it look like a real tire and wheel. Now, the rubber itself is actually a 1/4 inch wide. The rims are just under a 1/4 of an inch because the rims are narrower. That makes them look like real rubber on a rim. Agua.
Rose does not sound like Siri. Siri sounds like Rose.
What?
Why are you reading the screen? There's another question for you.
Okay. Now, I try to make all this stuff up ahead of time, but I was so busy this weekend finishing up the Hammerhead Corvette that I didn't get ahead of myself. I'm sort of behind today.
Where's your Pepsi?
Today's Monday.
Somebody's asking where your Pepsi is. I guess they're used to seeing you with a Pepsi.
Well, Pepsis are only Tuesdays and Thursdays, you guys. I can't drink them all the time anymore. You know, I somehow or another, I ended up getting older. I don't know when that happened. But anyway, I only do 2 Pepsis a week now. Tuesdays and Thursdays is Pepsi Day.
Colleen said she was thinking about something like an old VW hippie bus. She loves them.
Oh,
She even has a blue one tattooed on her leg.
yeah. I've never been asked to do that. But, yeah. Colleen, do you paint or anything like that? Because an old VW bus, yeah, I could do that. And it's something that I've never been asked before, so Sure, I would be willing to do that.
Well, she said no, she was a pro soccer player, no artistic skills at all.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'd have to do all the painting myself. I could probably figure that out. Because, anyway, yeah, all right. Hey guys, I might be making a hippie bus, a VW hippie van in the near future.
Wait, you don't want to announce that because we've had plenty of those offers in the past.
I said I might be making one, which is
Yep.
true. I might be.
Well, all deals are done after the show.
Yep.
Through the email.
Okay. This is very crucial what you do here. When you start out with your paper to make your rims, you have to make sure that this is absolutely tight. You cannot, because whenever you roll paper up on top of itself, it likes to push the paper ahead. So in other words, it makes a little bubble in the paper. You can't do that because that little bubble will make sure that your rim falls off. Dental tools. Darn things come in handy for spreading glue, let me tell you. And it saves your glue because what it does is instead of wiping it off onto a piece of paper, you can run this little bubble of glue ahead of it, what you're doing. And that little bubble of glue will continue to go down your paper until it runs out. Now, I use my thumbnail to make sure that this all lines up correctly. And then you just twist it on. That's how simple it is. Excuse me, everybody. Making it look good, that takes more practice. And after 17 years of doing this hobby, I've gotten pretty good at making things look good. Oh, that was just brilliant. Oh, come on. All right. That is the first piece of paper on the number 2 rim. And what you do is you just have to keep doing this. And if you're going to build something like what I'm doing, my suggestion is make at least 3 of them at the same time. That way your prototype build, you can actually learn from it and do better with the number 2 and 3. Okay, quit. Gosh darn it. Sometimes, today is just a bad day, you guys. Please forgive me for being angry at what some of this stuff is doing, because it's not doing what I want it to, and I get angry about little things that I shouldn't. And I guess it was from childhood when I couldn't get angry at anything, because I would be abused. And so I've tried to mitigate that. Not easy at times. It really is not. Okay, so it seems to be, I think I've got it. Getting your parts started sometimes is very difficult. And it'll make you frustrated, but you keep working at it. And the thing about when you keep working at something, you get better at it. Because main thing I tell folks all the time is never stop learning. So if you never stop learning, you're going to be able to do stuff 10 years from now that nobody else can do. It's just the nature of learning.
Hey, Thomas, you want to mind your own fucking business? Tell Thomas Mike to mind his own business about how we deal with trolls before I kick him in his nuts.
What's up?
He's butting in. He's butting in how we handle trolls.
Thomas, you can't talk to my mods about how they handle trolls. Please do not. We've been doing with this now for 6 years, and we have pretty much figured out trolls are stupid and you can't fix them. So you deal with them the best way. You send them down the road, and the Paper Army knows this.
He's giving you a bag full of dollars, Mike. The only thing he's given us is a bag full of his mom's tits.
Bag full of dollars? When did you do that? I get all the Cash App stuff comes across the board. And so I don't know what you're talking about giving me a bag full of dollars, because I don't understand. And the whole thing is you can't talk about my mods. They know what they're doing. All right, that's number 2. One more to go.
Tell Thomas, no, you won't see me anymore, Mike, because he just got mad.
Sorry, Thomas. And I don't know why Thomas was being that way. He's been in the show enough. He knows. Paper Army, thank you very much for doing the best you can. Okay. Thank you all for joining my phone show. It doesn't always work. It the way we had anticipated, but we've been doing this a long time. And my mods, Rose, Eddie, Miranda, Honey Bunny, Derek, and everybody else has been a mod in my show, past, present, and future. Y'all know there's certain things that have to be taken care of immediately. Other things can be talked about. Some trolls have been here and turned into very good Paper Army people. Other trolls just come and go and are beat. This is the number 3. Once I get this put on here, this will be ready for construction paper that will make it look like a rubber tire.
Get rid of that guy talking about Thomas too.
I've known Thomas a while. I don't understand why he all of a sudden decided to do what he was doing. And the whole thing is, we have a lot of different stuff happen in this show. And everybody gets treated the same way. If you come on and you're respectful and you understand that the mods do their job and you don't bug about it, you just keep going about your business and watching what's going on, you have no problems. We're very good about what we do.
Are you using a toothpick for the axle?
No, you can use a toothpick. I use, wait a second, I'll show you what I use. Have I got something handy? I do have something handy. Oh, no, it's all the way back here. Okay. 7 years ago, I bought a pack of skewers from Wally World. I think it was like $2.25 or $2.50, somewhere in there. Anyway, these are bamboo. They make super good axles. Oh, really? Oh, man. I went to put that back there and it fell behind the desk. Anyway, yes, the bamboo skewers, they make really good axles. They're tough. They won't break, and if they do break, you're in trouble. But anyway, there. That is the step ahead of this. Okay, so now I can go over here. Oh, wrong one. Now this piece is going on here like this. Because now that I have this gusset in the back, I can actually just bend this a little bit to fit this here. Because what happens is you got to glue it on the bottom, and it has to be glued up at the top there, right here. But before I do that, I actually have to pull up a different picture of the Cybertruck and find out exactly where the doors are going to go.
Somebody's wondering if you're building a Cybertruck.
Yeah, I'm building a Cybertruck. Absolutely. Do. It is for our members. Okay, let me see here. Let's close this. Yeah, I want to close that. And I want to open it up here. I have like 10 or 12 pictures of a Cybertruck on my laptop. And now what I have to do is I have to make this 5 inches. There it is. Okay, and so at 5 inches, the doors are 1 inch. 1.25 inches from here. Okay, so the front of the Cybertruck, that's up here. It is 1.25 inches to the front door. And then the back door is 1 inch, and the same with that door. Okay, so now, and since the Cybertruck is pretty much square, it's angular. Oops, is that right? That's 1 inch. Yep, that is. And that goes there, and that goes there. Okay, now, aha. All right, because I know everything is very symmetrical with these Cybertrucks. This is where the front windshield starts, or the side windows actually, and they run right back to here. All right, so this is layout work, what I'm doing right now. And so when you're laying things out like this, what you have to do is you just have to lay them out to the best of your ability, honestly. And it's all part of the build process. You do what you can do, and you don't worry about all the other stuff. Huh. Well, that should go.
Colleen just sent the goat.
Oh, thank you, Colleen, very much. I appreciate all the help, you guys. Every little bit helps. I am, as you know, in a difficult situation. I want to thank everyone that has gone to my GoFundMe page and helped there. This move is extremely devastating. I had never expected this to happen. And so it is happening, and there's nothing I can do about it. I have to move. And so hopefully all this move will continue to work.
Somebody said I actually put your show on in order to sleep. Specifically the one where you were painting the escape pods on the Corvette spaceship.
I am glad that my voice is ASMR worthy. Maybe someday I will actually do some ASMR. I don't know. It's possible with the new office.
Colleen, the link for the GoFundMe is on the main page of his channel here in the bio. There'll be a link right there to that. And Mike, what's your Cash App?
I don't know. Eddie does all that stuff. I think it's $ the paper engineer 1, but I don't know for sure what it is. Wait a second. I got it right back there. Oh yeah. My Cash App is $ the paper engineer. The paper engineer. All lowercase. Yep. And I know it's mirrored, just you can't see it. Maybe in the new office I'll write it all backwards so that you can read it. But anyway, yeah. $ the paper engineer is my Cash App. Okay, so now I think the best way to do this is to cut it with an X-Acto knife and then to scribe it on top of the cut mark. Because you have to make things represent what you want them to look like. Because you're using paper, you can't do exacts. It doesn't work. But I have this really cool dental tool right here. All right, it has like this spoon-shaped thing on the end. This will make a beautiful crease. X-Acto knife. I cut in the doors and windows. Now, I'm not making these things. These are all going to be solid. This is not going to be a movable part. That takes literally 100 more hours to do that. And so now, I just crease it with this, back and forth. And so when the paint gets in here, you'll be able to see this mark. Can you make doors and windows that work? Yes, you can. I don't know about the windows. You can in a house. But anyway, to hinge this, super hard to do this small. It can be done, but it is very, very difficult. All right, now that is a black mark around that and the bumpers. Okay, that means I'm going to need to build those into this as I go along. Okay, so I should probably start working on that right now.
Yep. Have you ever been to the Warther Museum?
No, I have not been to that museum. All right, something that a Cybertruck has is the wheel wells are shaped like this, all right? These are round wheel wells. They're not what is on a Cybertruck. So now I have to figure out how am I going to do this? So, and that's a very tiny, very, very tiny detail. And the prototypes are always tough to build, you guys. Oh, wow. Yes, it is. Very tiny. Okay, here we go.
Honey, just send a Cash App. So you need to check that.
All right.
Shooters in, Rose.
Look, shooters in.
My holy shit.
What?
Look at Cash App.
Oh. Thank you, Colleen. Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Boy, that huge help.
You might want to clarify, is that half the payment for the build, or is that just a donation?
Yes, Colleen, that's a good point. Is that half your payment for the build, or is that just a donation? Because if it's half your payment for a build, then we can send me an email and we'll get to talking.
No, she said that's not a down payment. That's a donation.
Thank you, Colleen, very much. Thank you. Wow, that's really cool. Hey, everybody, I'm I'm not going to divulge what it is, but Colleen is the top Cash App provider ever. So thank you, Colleen. That's amazing. Wow, that's so cool. Thank you, Colleen. Now, as it turns out, 1/16 of an inch is what the trim is over the wheels and tires of the Cybertruck. And so that means, go ahead.
There's somebody waving a hand from Western North Carolina. They enjoy your videos.
Western North Carolina, welcome to the phone show. Nice to see you. That's a very nice part of the country. I want to thank everybody for all of your help. It's you're fantastic human beings, and thank you all. This move was dropped on me 2 months ago, I think. January, February? Yeah. Or in January, I don't know. Anyway, February, March, April, May. January, I was told that I had to leave this location. And I've been working very hard at making that happen. It's a very difficult move. And the problem is, I live in a fifth wheel mobile house. Okay? They're called toy haulers because they're for taking motorcycles out in the brush and snowmobiles and 4x, things like that. Now, to move my fifth wheel, which is not that hard, but it was too old to move into any parks. They wouldn't let it come there. And so what I've had to do is I've had to try and get me a newer one. And that is very hard to do. It is. And so anyway, thank you all for your support and help. And I'm hoping that I can get the heck out of here and be in the new area in April. I want to start my new builds in April. I want to start the new place I'm going to live in April. And hopefully, with all y'all's support and everything that's been going on, I'll be able to get there. Not easy. And y'all know, if you've all had to move anytime, you know it's not easy. Now, this is something I do. This is a cheap way to paint. A black Sharpie. And you just paint with a black Sharpie. And what it does is, number one, you don't have to worry about paint drying because the Sharpie dries very fast and it works good. And so anytime that I can use a Sharpie to paint with, I will, because it is it's great stuff. You know, it non-fade, the sun won't hurt it. And really, when you think about it, these are cheap. Okay. Hey, you guys, if you got any questions, my mods will answer. And when they need to, they ask me to answer, and I will.
You just received another cash app from Flag Nelson.
That's fallen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Fallen. Oh, super cool. Thank you very much, you guys. Amazing help you are. I couldn't do this without y'all. And I know that. I couldn't do this without my mods. They're very good people. And so whenever I hear something derogatory about my mods, it's very disappointing because you don't know them like I do. The trolls know them well. But That is Troll Heaven. That's our Trungeon. That's the Troll Dungeon. And if you come in and troll this show, you're going to end up in the basement. Alrighty. Now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of touching up the edge, because the edge of this, you can see that it's paper. Well, when I build something, I want it to be as flawless as possible. And so that means touching up spots that most people would never think about doing. And because this paper is cut, it shows you, if you look at it closely, you can see that. Well, when you get my builds, you can't see that because I don't let that happen. I make sure that my art is the best on the planet.
And then so they love the destroyer.
The Star Destroyer? I'll show it to you in just a second. I got to get this finished so I don't lose track of where I'm at. This is the piece that I'm building that is going to go around this. And so anyway, okay, Star Destroyer coming right up. I got to move this piece first, though. Get that out of the way. The Hammerhead Corvette, you guys. All done.
Skull Crusher sent clapping hands, and Colleen is now Paper Army Gold.
Oh, Colleen, that's awesome news. Welcome. Hey, Colleen, you're now eligible for the giveaway on one of these Cybertrucks. So, yeah, what the heck? You might win one. That's cool. And hey, Colleen, if we decide to do this for you, and I start building your VW bus, it can be a 13 window, or yeah, whatever you would like me to do, I'll do it. Anyway, the Hammerhead Corvette is 99% complete. I got a little bit left to do on it.
Can you thank Skull Crusher, please, for sending the clapping hands?
Thank you, Skull Crusher, for the clapping hands. And remember, everybody, this is paper. Very durable. I built this in 2017. 11,000 plus pieces of paper. 500 plus hours build time. It's the only paper Star Destroyer in the world. The only one. There is none other. And I will not make another one. Believe me, if somebody buys this thing for me, and it's stupid expensive, like, you better win the lottery to buy this. Anyway, I will not make another one. That's it. I made it. And the thing is, when I make something, I do not make them again. That's a guarantee that I give you, my word of honor. If I make this VW bus for Colleen, I will not make another one. So, yeah. And believe me, if you want a VW bus like Colleen, you better talk to her about it, and I'll make two at the same time. Then I will do it. But otherwise, no. Once I make one, it's done. There will not be any more.
Mike, she can't find the Easter egg on there. Tell her what an Easter egg is.
And an Easter egg is just something the gamers, people who were making games back in the early 80s and 90s, they would hide stuff in the build or in the game. And people were finding these Easter eggs. And that's what an Easter egg is. I've got 4 pieces that have Easter eggs. The Star Destroyer is one of them. All right, let's look at this. That is just over a 1/4 inch. And that is just over 1/2 inch. Okay, so now I need to try and figure out my dimensions of how this is going to work. Okay, now those.
Over 200 likes.
Wow, that's fantastic news, you guys. Amazing. Thanks for the likes. By the way, the likes record is like 1,600 in a 2-hour show. And there's only like 30 minutes left, so I don't think you can get there, but 220 likes, that's the best we've had in a long time. Thank you guys for putting up likes. Okay, so that now has to be squared up. Okay. Prototype. This is a prototype. That means I have to work on these to get them accurate. Now, the cool thing about this is the next one will look better. What's Rose?
Alec is on his way out.
All right, Alex, take care. Thanks for coming to the show today. Gotta go there. There's 20. Gotta go there. Okay, that is what the wheel wells actually look like on a Cybertruck. So now, these ones, what I had thought was this was going to be the end result, is not. So to make these the same, all I got to do is put these together like that, mark this out, and then cut them out. Now the nice thing about this is the prototype truck. It has little errors in it. Now that I know what I have to do with this, the next one is going to be built more accurate than this one. So that means the number 2 is going to look better than the number 1. That's why I don't sell the prototypes or give them away. They're not as good. But that's just like this. I made 5 DeLoreans. This is the number 1. It is the prototype. It didn't look right. It wasn't quite right, but I kept adjusting the build as I went along. And so the number 2, 3, 4, and 5 were amazing. They're all gone. They're around the world somewhere. I have a record of it. I just don't know where they are. I'd have to look my records up because I have over 85 pieces worldwide that have gone out all over the world. Matter of fact, Rye Bread was in the show last week. Rye Bread has one of the K9s, and he has a custom box I made, hinges and locking lid and everything out of paper. I quit doing that a long time ago because I just don't have time to do it anymore.
Fallen is now Paper Army Gold.
Ah, welcome, Fallen. Paper Army Gold, that gets you in on the Cybertruck giveaway. Some Paper Army personnel are going to get 1 of 5. Now, the nice thing is, these are all, everything I do, you guys, is signed, dated, numbered. It's like Colleen. If we worked this out, that I started building her VW bus, it is going to be 1 of 1. Signed, dated, and numbered on the bottom. Now, something else I do, all right, Cybertrucks, right here. I keep a build sheet of what I'm doing. Parts and hours of build time down here. What did I do with that? I don't know what I did with that. But anyway, where did I put it? I don't know where. Oh, there it is. This is the build sheet for the Hammerhead Corvette and the Star Destroyer. It took 394 hours to build the Hammerhead, and it took 3,624 pieces.
Mike, your Papua New Guinea fan is in. Jock.
Hi, Jock. Papua New Guinea. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you. The Hammerhead Corvette, everybody. It's done. Well, not quite. 99% done. Aha. Very cool build this was. Is.
Hey, Mike, I got pulled out of sick leave. I got to take over for Rose.
Okay. All right. Well, what the heck? We got this, Coach.
Mike, somebody would like to see you do an X-Wing.
Somebody would like to see me do an X-Wing. All right.
Do it real quick, Mike. Do it real quick.
X-Wing. Oh, X-Fighter. This is my own design here. Not quite the same as an X-Wing, but it's very close. I got a U-Wing. Absolutely. I should probably show that. I don't show that very often. What do you think, Ed?
Yeah.
All right. U-Wing coming up.
You got 30 minutes, Mike.
30 minutes of the show left, you guys, and I gotta go.
All it says the U-Wing's the one that goes U-E-A.
Oh, wow. They just can't even see in there. Doggone it. I got seats in there and the gun mounts and... Cool thing about this is you can actually see through here. Yeah, it's got windows in it. Wow, I haven't had this down in a while.
Lee Darby's going to show them the gray one, Mike.
The gray one? The gray one what?
I don't think Lee knows what he's talking about. No.
I do. I think I know what he's talking about, but
Let's see what he says.
so I will extrapolate basically what he's wanting to see, and I think he wants to see this one here. The AT-AT Walker. It's the only gray one he possibly could have saw, I believe. I did not paint this. A friend of mine with an airbrush painted it. And so, yeah, AT-AT Walker. Very cool. Very difficult build. Okie dokie.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
They called me this morning and told me they had to cancel my eye appointment that I had because I didn't take my insurance. And I said 2 people verified they did, and she was arguing with me. So I called her supervisor, and her supervisor just called me back and said, "Keep your appointment. We take your insurance."
So what was that lady's malfunction?
She was just power tripping.
Wow. Okay, so now, let's see.
Mike, tell everybody that Miranda's updating the Discord link.
Miranda's updating the Discord link. Oh, and you guys, everyone that has a membership, you can go to Discord and you can post pictures of stuff you make on Discord. You have to be a member to go to the Discord.
Oh, and Lee said someone asked about the X-Wing. The gray one is a good one.
Yeah, the X-Wing is actually a gray one too. And so I will show that one next, you guys. Now, I forgot that that's back there. So how do you forget? It's pretty easy when you make hundreds of things in a lifetime. It's silver gray, but yes. And your stands, you have to make your stands in early so you can take them off. Otherwise, you can't play with your stuff. All right. The cool thing about this X-Wing is it has a lever in the back. That lever controls the X-wings, the X-foils. Uh-oh. Well, that hinge actually works good. And when you unlock it, they close. I built these on springs, typewriter ribbon springs. Okay, very cool build. I liked making this. This was my first large piece that I made after making all of the micro machines. And believe me, I made a lot of micro machines. I made like 50 of them before I went to the bigger parts. But anyway, yeah, scaled out. And I don't know what the scale is on this. I have no idea. The first scale model I'm doing is the Titanic. It actually is scaled to the Titanic. Okay, anyway, and you can make anything you want, you guys. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't. It's paper. You can build anything you want. And that's true enough. That really is. Anyway, uh-oh. What I have down here? Number 1 stand. Yep. 1/6 of 2010. Uh-huh. It's a Death Star. Albeit a very small Death Star. But that's not the only thing you can do, you guys. Look at this. This is Michonne's katana from The Walking Dead and Negan's bat, Lucille. I made that micro barbed wire, and it's so sharp it cut me 6 times making it, so I put the stuff in plastic. Bendy wire. I love bendy wire. Stuff works good. And iris petals. Wings. Made them look really cool. Wow. I'm going to have to figure in my new office how to fix this dust problem. Action figures? I don't do action figures. I did one. One action figure. What a disaster. This was so hard to make. But he's bendy. I used 14 gauge malleable wire to make this. But yeah, no, I'm not ever going to do action figures again. My desk set of tri-sabers. This crossguard right here, I found an old broken motorcycle out by Joe's Track, a toy motorcycle, and I went ahead and used the I used the front forks to make the crossguards. Okay, that's that. Alrighty. Now, I need Okay. All right, so that is, wow, that is 3. Layout work, the more you understand layout, the better. Yes?
Somebody said, have you ever seen the videos of the guy who builds modern paper airplanes and flights and then gives them to the pilots?
Yes, I have seen those. Unfortunately, I've seen his builds, and it's very cool what he's doing, but he has no superstructure inside. Those things won't last long. But yeah, I've seen his work. He does very, very cool stuff. I hope all my students do better than me. And so that is very cool what's going on worldwide. Thank you all for becoming part of the Paper Army family. All right, now this is the part that comes up next with this build. You have to make sure, you guys, that you have a right and left side marked on your things. You have to know what is port and starboard or what is left and right. Really? You're dumb. Okay. Now that I have that, howdy everyone. Welcome to another episode of the phone show. Nice to see you all. I hope you had a fantastic weekend, everybody.
Get rid of them.
Uh-oh. Got a troll leaving. I don't understand how you can come in this show and be mean. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
They didn't have a father.
Oh.
No one to fuck their ass. That's what the problem was.
Oh. Oh boy.
Colleen said email sent with pictures of the VW bus tattoo I had, and I added a picture of my motorcycle, maybe to make that later on.
Okay, Colleen. Absolutely.
How long was your longest build, Mike?
The longest build so far was the Star Destroyer, 536 hours. Now, the Titanic may beat that. I don't know. I'm supposed to start the Titanic next month. At least that's the plans. I hope the plans work. I really do, because I don't like getting behind. I never thought that the Hammerhead would take 6 months, but there was a lot of new things that I was learning how to do with the Hammerhead Corvette. That mainly was LEDs and fiber optics. What, Eddie?
You got 14 minutes left. You want to read?
Oh, I can do that. Absolutely. Okay, you guys, I got permission to read. Welcome, everyone. Overwatch? I've heard of it. Well, how am I supposed to remember you? Didn't you change your name? Yeah, it is. We're the paper army. Howdy, shooter. Welcome back, everybody. It's another episode of the phone show. It's almost over. Well, I think I'm doing okay. How you doing? I'm working on Cybertrucks right now for members. Did I ever make Luke's land speeder? Yes, I did, matter of fact. And I played it in the game. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, Amy. This is my old office that I've been renting. I'm moving. Hopefully in April, I will have built a new office in the back of a new toy hauler, fifth wheel. Because I live in a mobile house. Macroplastic? Very good. I make macro machines out of paper. And basically, it doesn't matter what they are. You can build anything you want. You just have to take the time to start doing it. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, you guys. It really is a tough move. But remember, it doesn't matter what it is. If you want to build something, you can. Do-do-do.
What? She can Discord him, Jimmy.
Well, I start with a piece of paper like this, and I start building. I have been perfecting my hobby for the past 17 years. Axles, tires, and wheels made out of paper. This is bamboo stick. You just wrap the junk mail on here, glue it, wrap it together, and it makes a rim. Then you take...
In.
Who's in?
Purple.
Ah, Purple. Sorry I caught the end of the show. There's only 10 minutes left. I have not made anything from Dune. I would like to. The ornithopters would be very cool to have, but I don't have time to do Dune, and that really sucks. I need your help, Amy. I need you to learn this so that you can make some Dune stuff, because I don't have time. I'm just swamped. And how they're paper? 300 likes? Wow. Because they are. All right. And, well, let's look at this. This is not paper, okay? That is a die-cast toy. It was given to me. All right. Now, with that die-cast toy, I made a paper one.
Maurice is in.
Hi, Maurice. Sorry you caught the end of the show, my friend. Anyway, this will stand up on its own. So will this. It's because if I see something, I can build it out of paper. We don't care about you either, Duck. Goodbye.
Duck the dumb fuck.
Yeah, I know he is. Duck, duck, goose. He thinks he's a goose.
Did you get Maurice?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And I did do the Starship Enterprise. It's right back here. And I made this Enterprise back in 2017. And they're super strong. See there? Paper. It's not the only thing. I build my stands out of paper too. NCC 1701. This is the Star Trek I grew up on. Oh yeah? I'm Michael, the paper engineer. Nice to meet you. And I think that's macro. M-A-C-R-O. Yeah, macroplastics. Yes, Eddie.
I love you.
Love you too, Eddie. Well, thank you very much, 71. I try very hard at doing good stuff. I don't mess around. I like to build. I've been building since I was 5 years old.
Hazel found you on Pinterest. She followed you.
Oh, thank you, Hazel. Christian, thank you, guys. Thank you for following me and helping me get to 1 million. We made 100K this year, and now we're going for the 1 million. Thank you very much. Well, let me show you my big Star Destroyer. It is not a Lego. It's hollow, though, like a Lego, I suppose. It's paper. 11,000 pieces of it. Very difficult build this was, too. And I did not have blueprints on this, you guys. I built this from a picture. It's been handled so much it's starting to the acrylic paint is actually starting to patina, which is really cool. I built this in 2017 as well. 536 hours build time. The engines were very difficult, but so was all of those and the side rails. The side rails are all different. None of them are the same. Thank you guys for, isn't it, it's hyping? Eddie, is that the thing that they're doing new now is a hype?
Yes.
Thank you guys for going in and hyping my videos. You can't do the lives, you can only hype a video that I have posted. And so, thank you for doing that too, you guys, very much. No, you can't be a mod. Sorry, but mod positions are all taken. How much is 3.5 pounds in kilograms? I don't know. Ask Alexa or Siri or something. They'll tell you. Don't ask again, Christian. You will be gone. Thank you very much, Christian. I appreciate that. Okay, it's good. Yeah.
4 minutes. Your mods are doing a great job.
Thank you, Amy. They are. I have the best mods on YouTube. $1.5 kilograms. Thank you very much. I appreciate that because I can't do conversions when I'm busy working on stuff. It doesn't work well. Purple's out. All right, Purple. I'll be back tomorrow. 2 hours earlier, you guys. I don't play Warhammer. I want to play Warhammer. Okay, look at this. See this? This is the Paper Army's Warhammer insignia. I built the best tanks in the world out of paper. Made out of a Hot Pockets box. I want to play Warhammer. I want my tanks to be in the Warhammer game. But I don't know how to play and I don't know where to play. So I'm stuck. I think once I get moved and get in my new office, I'll be able to find a place to play Warhammer. And am I going to shock those boys when I show up with my own tanks? Thank you, Fallen. Fallen's correct. I've done D&D for years. I did Star Wars RPG. My favorite, I love Star Wars. I really do. But my favorite was Riffs. Whatever you're doing, gamer, I would suggest not doing it anymore. Oh, that's fantastic, Wolf. Awesome news.
2 minutes, Mike.
2 minutes of the show left, you guys, and I gotta go. I'll be back tomorrow, 2 hours earlier than whatever time your clock says now. Left and right side of the Cybertruck. And if you come to my show and you watch the show, you will see things being built every day, every week. It gets more and more done. Well, I'd love to make a museum, but it costs like $6 million to make a museum. I don't have that kind of money.
1 minute, Mike.
I will, definitely, Joe. I will definitely keep going. I'm not going to quit now. I got 17 years practice with this stuff. All right, you guys, I'm down to the last minute, which means I got to go. 2 things I'd like you to remember, if you can. Yeah, it's up to you. Number 1, easy one. Never stop learning. I'm 72 years old. I've never stopped learning since I was a kid. I'm a lot smarter today than I was 70 years ago. And number 2, it doesn't matter what you are. Does not matter where you are. Does not matter who you are. Doesn't matter what color you are. And it doesn't matter what religion you are either. We all live on the third rock from the sun. That makes us human beings. How about, since we're enlightened, how about if we start being better human beings and stop hurting other humans? It's not good for the planet. It's not good for humanity. Take care, Paper Army. I love you all very much. I'll be back tomorrow, 2 hours earlier. Good night.